Hey guys, and welcome back to Casual Commander. I'm Tim,
And I'm Chris.
and we didn't start recording. It's been a doozy of the past 20 minutes. This is our first live episode. Uh, we are still working out the kinks, and unfortunately, the weather got in the way, so we couldn't go to record together like we had planned. But we're here now. We're going to make it work, and it's not going to be as pretty as we had hoped, but it's still going to be as good. It's still going to be as funny. Well, at least for me. Chris is usually not that funny, but
Wow. Off season 5 off to a strong start already.
oh, that's right. It's season 5.
Tim messed up the stream and then insulted me.
Chris, I did what I
Mm-hmm.
could with the
Mm-hmm.
stream and then
Mm-hmm.
insulted you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, you what you could wasn't enough. I expect more.
Well, you shouldn't. It's season 5, Chris.
Where is Mr. Beast? Why is he not in our stream?
Oh my god. Get some a beast feast or whatever it's called. Mr.
Ooh.
Feast.
Apparently his like new Lunchables are like super terrible and
Yeah.
like showing up like moldy already and stuff like that. I love it.
Oh, I'm not surprised in the slightest.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. So yeah, season 5. We're in it. If everyone remembers, the plan is to do magic content every other week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be doing our live episodes Mondays around this time, 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be doing it on Twitch. You can find us right here. Twitch.tv/EDH but casual. We had a very clever naming system when we picked all of our social media.
Well, we couldn't get Casual Commander.
Correct. There's like a random European beatboxer or like DJ or something like that has
It's
it.
so random. It's not even magic related.
Yeah, it's not magic.
He's just a casual commander.
He is. He commands the beats.
Casually.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah. Before we get into it, a shout out is in order. So thank you to our newest patron, Jason.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, I know it had been such a long time since our last patron that we forgot about it, but
yeah.
he did actually, the patron perk did pay off for him because he did win a pretty nice giveaway.
He did. He got some pretty. Actually, which one was he?
Let me go back and look.
There's Zane. Zane, you're 10 minutes late.
Yeah, excuse me, Zane. He won the copy of your Pact of Negation.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so congratulations. And again, thank you for being a patron. Obviously, thank you, Brazel, for being the #1 patron. You asked for a shout out on the Discord, so I got you.
That is true. He was our first. You never forget your first.
You never forget your first. You really don't.
Yeah.
And he's still here. 4 years later, he's like, you know what? These imbeciles, I like them.
It kind of makes you wonder about him.
I worry. I worry. A hint.
Yeah.
He says, I try to make them forget, but it's impossible. We'll never forget you, baby.
The only way I could forget Brazel is if I don't see his name and he picks some like different random name in social media, and he doesn't. I don't have the picture like his.
Oh, just like right now.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get at.
He changed his name to Mark. All right. So, what do you say we get this episode underway, Tim?
Let's do it.
Season 5. What do we do? So Tim and I were sitting here thinking about what's the best way to start the season. It's a new year, new me. Why not actually get back onto that train of magic by talking about what we think the sets this year are going to be like?
Yeah.
So we've done this in the past where we do our predictions for the sets going forward.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. We did it like 2 years ago. We did it last year, I think. So I figured it's a good time to do that now, right before everything kicks off.
Yeah, before we know too much.
That's right. So at the current point, today is January 6th. We are starting to get spoilers for Innistrad Remastered.
Are we really at it?
There was a couple today. I don't know if they're like officially. It releases January 24th.
Okay, so we're like in that beginning stages.
Yeah, it's the early stuff, the early leaks. The dude found a case on the back of a truck and opened it and posted grainy photos as he quickly scanned them before Pinkertons came to get him.
I picture just like someone with like one of those like tiny little like cameras that you can hide in like a breast pocket and put it back.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's only an official release if you can't actually read any of it.
I was gonna say in the world's like grainiest, blurriest format.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only way to really understand that a sneak peek is a real sneak peek.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't know, man. Like, do we even talk about Innistrad remastered?
To be fair, like maybe 5 minutes, right? Because what else is there to talk about? It's Innistrad. We know every single card. Like potentially.
Yeah, and it's a remastered, so it's no, it's all reprints.
Yeah,
it's a remastered set. So I guess number one, we're obviously going to see Meathook Massacre. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Was the first?
Yeah, Midnight Hunt, baby.
That's
it's the only card. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. They're reprinting all of the Innistrad blocks.
Remastered is just reprints. It's select reprints.
I guess that's my point. Is because when they did Time Spiral, that was an actual like release, and I thought they just released.
No, that was all reprints.
No, you didn't let me finish. Time Spiral came out 20-ish years ago.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Time Spiral Remastered was the remastering of that block.
Exactly, right? So they're doing the entire Innistrad block.
They're pulling from any Innistrad set.
Okay, that I did not know, actually.
Yeah, and there's like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So it's not just Innistrad remaster. It's all Innistrad.
Gotcha.
Which is, I guess, the same they did for Ravnica, because like there's a lot of sets that take place on Ravnica.
See, I didn't realize they had done. I just kind of assumed they were all from that block, like the original Guilds of Ravnica.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of the cards that they would put into Innistrad Remastered. You're going to see Avacyn. Yeah. You're going to see Sorin. You're going to see tons of vampires. You're going to see Meathook Massacre. You're going to see the werewolves.
Edgar's got to be in there, right? Like
I believe Edgar Markov, the commander, is in there. I believe. Yeah, the Eminence one.
Yeah.
I believe they're reprinting him. I think I saw that online.
Okay. Maybe it's all just hype and wish, because what's he even at now? Like,
he is a roller coaster, dude. You got
really?
me curious now. I thought
he was like pretty consistently high.
He was, but then he dipped for a minute,
and
then he shot back up. He is $100 right now.
I mean, yeah, that's.
But like, there was a point where he got up to like 150.
Oh shit! Okay.
You know, and then he dropped back down. He was at Foundations for some reason. He came out.
Really?
Yeah, so he's got a bunch of reprints from Innistrad Remastered. Different arts, different styles. Yep. I was right. Okay.
Yeah.
You could always get the oversized card, Tim, if you want one of them like poster size cards of Edgar Markov. Oh. Heck yeah. It's only $28.
But how big is it?
You ever buy like one of those? They used to do these in the older Commander sets. They used to put in like a jumbo card. It's just a bigger version that's all foil.
Well, they and it's like the thicker, like cardboard.
You're thinking of the thick cardboard. No, this is literally physically like tarot card sized.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
The thick cardboard, cool. I actually don't mind, right? Because one, they give you both, and two, you can like pretty easily, if you accidentally shuffle it in, be like, oh, that's my card.
Yeah. JP said Topps does the same thing. And Brazel said it looks like the jumbo cards that come in Pokemon bundles. So yeah, just the big version of the card.
Yeah. What's Topps?
Granted, sports cards, baseball cards.
Gotcha. Baseball cards.
Yeah, actually, I have a couple of them somewhere. I can show you later.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's Innistrad Remastered. We're gonna get a bunch of good reprints from the Innistrad sets. Huzzah! Avacyn, Meathook Massacre. There you go. There's your 2 valuable cards from Innistrad, I guess.
Yeah, the only Only Meat Hook Massacre from Midnight Hunt. Like, what was the other good card from there?
Great question. Oh, holy cow! Actually, there are 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 sets. There are 10 sets to be featured in Innistrad Remastered.
10 sets? Oh my gosh.
10.
I did not.
Mirrodin, Innistrad, Dark Ascension, Avacyn Restored, Shadows over Innistrad, Eldritch Moon, Commander 2017, Innistrad Midnight Hunt, Innistrad Crimson Vow, and March of the Machine.
See, that to me doesn't seem like, sure, Innistrad was involved in some of those, but one of them's Commander 2017. That's not like Innistrad.
That's Edgar Markov.
Oh, just so they could put him in. Okay.
Sure. And whatever other vampires from Commander 2017 that
And
go.
are they going to do in every reprint or remake or remaster, whatever they're called, are they going to put in March of the Machines because every plane was in that?
So the only reason March of the Machines is in it is because we have been spoiled Invasion of Innistrad, which was the battle, is going to be in the remaster.
Oh.
I don't know if there's other cards. I mean, sure. Obviously, they're not. The bulk of it is not going to be March of the Machine, but there will be a couple that are in there.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
No Aftermath?
Ew. Nothing happened in Aftermath.
Everything happened in Aftermath, Chris. It was
nothing happened on Innistrad from Aftermath.
It was after the math.
You're right. That's called your proof.
Yeah.
So, okay. We don't have to talk much more about this one. The big first release is coming out Valentine's Day. And that is Aether Drift.
Aether. Is this... I've seen things...
Aether Drift?
I always say A because it's AE, right?
Yeah.
I say Aether.
Okay.
It might be Ether. I don't know. But is this like Tokyo Drift, but magic?
Kind of.
Oh my god.
So here's a storyline summary. Aether Drift follows Chandra as she competes in the Girapur Grand Prix, a death-defying interplanar circuit race across Amonkhet, Avishkar, and Muruganda. The racers come from near and far, the competition is fierce, and the stakes are high, as her objective is the incredible prize only given to the race's champion, the Aether Spark. The set is the third in the Dragonstorm arc. The cards that represent the stories spotlight. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the Aether Spark is an artifact containing a Planeswalker Spark, which can, in theory, grant any user planeswalking abilities. That's kind of neat. Whose Spark is it?
I don't know. Isn't Karn? Didn't he give up his Spark? You think they stole it again?
Maybe. I mean, Karn he can't seem to hold on to it, man.
Yeah.
Per Urza. Urza is probably just rolling in his grave like, dude, stop it.
I gave you that, and you're regifting.
Brazel said, if there's no Vin Diesel family reference, re-riot.
I was going to say, is the Aether Spark the family we made along the way?
Ugh. If there isn't a card just called The Rock.
Well, that'd be 2 on the nose.
If there's a card just Ja Rule.
Ja Rule?
Or who? No, it's not. It's not Ja Rule. Who's in those?
Was Ja Rule in that?
I don't think it's Ja Rule.
Here's it's Tyrese. Is
Tyrese. Okay.
Here's a hot take. Or maybe not a hot take, but like a hot, everyone always looks at me when I say this. I have never seen a single Fast nor Furious.
Wow.
I could not care less.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Driving to me is not like fun to watch.
I mean, I saw the first couple.
Feel good about
They were fine. I feel good about that. Yeah, you should be proud, Tim.
Yeah, I'm pretty different. I'm not like other guys.
I'm a little special.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the first few, and then I haven't seen one since. I mean, the first movie is a good movie. Don't get me wrong. You know, with
That's
Paul
what I've
Walker
heard.
and
I've heard
yeah,
like
Vin Diesel, like it's good.
yeah, it's if I were to watch one, that'd be the one to watch.
It's not. Yeah, it's Ludacris. Ludacris is the
Luda.
guy in it, not Ja Rule.
Yeah,
That's like Flo Rida is hanging out in those movies.
Florida.
Yeah, Ludacris. Thank you, JP.
Luda.
So, what do you expect from the set, Tim?
Lots and lots of vehicles.
Yep,
Okay.
that's
Check
okay.
off.
We did it. So the three planes that we're expecting. Obviously, you know Amonkhet.
Yep.
The whole premise, my understanding, is Amonkhet is like guys, all we've known is war. Let's at least have some fun, right? Like that's the whole
By
reason
driving.
Amonkhet's in it. Which, yeah, they're like, hey, listen, okay, all of us are like zombies to fake gods. So like, let's go drive some cars, I guess.
You know what we need is an Indy 500.
Yeah. So the the new one, Avishkar, that is now the renamed Kaladesh.
Mm.
So they renamed Kaladesh because I think Kaladesh was something like was offensive in its original name.
Like in real life, not in magic lore.
Correct. So in lore, it says following the fall of its previous government and the beginning of the Omen Path era, the people of Kaladesh chose to rename their plane Avishkar.
Okay.
So like imagine us being like, guys, the government has fallen. Let's rename Earth to Carl.
Is Avishkar the name of a person? Like,
I don't know.
oh, because Carl is pretty. That's pretty like, and that there's a couple of Carls who are going to be stoked about that.
I know.
I don't know how many Avishkars are going
For now.
Oh, and there's car right in the name. They knew what they were doing.
Genius. See? Big brain move right there.
Are they renaming Amonkhet to Big Monster Twuck?
No, it's Zoom Zoom.
Zoom Zoom.
The Mazda. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, Amonkhet.
Cart.
I
Oh my
like
god,
that.
it was right
That's
there.
good.
That's so good.
The third plane is Muraganda, which I don't know if we've actually been there. I do not think we've ever been to. We've mentioned it. It's been referenced. It may be a card or two from there, but like we've never officially been to this plane.
Sorry, I missed what you said. I was thinking about Amonkhet.
All right, nerd. So the plane Muraganda, it has been referenced since Future Sight, but I don't think we've ever formally been there.
Okay.
But it's a plane basically full of dinosaurs. So it's like made for you, Tim.
Just full of dinosaurs.
Yes.
And we didn't have enough of that in Ixalan.
No.
Because there were too many pirates sharing the spotlight.
Correct.
Cool.
We're gonna have dinosaurs riding cars. Now hear me out, Tim. If you are okay with Bowser in Mario Kart, then you cannot have an issue with this.
That is a game for 3-year-olds.
Debatable. Then
Look,
how come there's
it's
no
a game I
3-year-olds
still
on the
play, but
professional circuit?
It's not made for me, right?
So, Tim, do you like dinosaurs?
The only way they could make this more corny is if they literally jump over like a gap of the ocean where there are sharks present, right? Like if they literally jump the shark, that's the only way they could make this
I can't wait. I can't wait for them to have Sharknado 2.
There's literally just going to have the shark pit of death and it's just someone like go-karting over it.
Only in Miraganda, though.
Only in Miraganda.
Because it's full of prehistoric characters. You know, Amonkhet, it's a desert. There ain't no sharks there. And yeah.
It's only dinosaurs. They could have the original sharks.
The OG sharks,
They could have a
what humans, they could have the Leopleurodon, the sharks that humans evolved from.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
It won't just be dinos. That's the plan with the plane with
That's the
no
plane with no
abilities.
abilities. Yeah, so it's like it's a very young plane, nothing really. Yeah.
But Amonkhet has
So
changed because of the Phyrexian invasion. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
well, hold on,
yeah,
Zane. You can't say Kaladesh anymore.
yeah. That's offensive. Anyway, so yeah, like you said, obviously tons of vehicles, tons of
If
artifacts.
they throw shells at each other, I'm gonna lose it.
I really hope they do. It'd be so cool if they like busted out some guns or something like that. But
If guns, yeah, but if they throw like some form of like carapace at each other, Nintendo is going to have a field day.
I can't wait. I doubt that they're going to throw carapaces at each other.
I also doubt that, but you never know. They could throw like, I don't know, what's another slippery fruit, like a mango?
Were they playing Fruit Ninja?
Bananas.
Yeah, I get that.
Oh, well, it didn't seem like it.
I understand your reference.
It didn't seem like it.
I get it.
You thought it was a Fruit Ninja reference.
I know, but still, like everybody just be throwing fruit at everybody.
Well, yeah. Just one
That's true.
fruit specifically.
Brazel says Carrie throws a legendary monkey at people. What's Ragavan? What, Ragavan being tossed around out here?
Yeah, they throw a Ragavan and he like steals your item and then he goes, wah, and it goes away.
I'll be real with you though. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the cart drivers was Ragavan.
Oh.
Why not? Right?
Yeah.
Why not? Right?
Yeah. Do we have any like canon characters that are also plumbers part-time?
Good question.
Plenty of princesses.
Grand Arbiter Augustin the Fourth.
He's also a plumber. The Dragon.
The Urge. All right. So, yeah, I don't know what else to add about this one. I mean, I'm a fan of vehicles. I have a vehicle deck. I'm sure there's going to be some really cool vehicles. But also, again, this is kind of like in that vein. I feel like Magic is trying to become more modern, which, you know, with the times, I get. It's annoying sometimes that we don't have any more of that like high fantasy anymore. I mean, we literally have a space opera coming out this year.
Yeah.
But you know, so like they have to move, they have to advance. But at least this is inside of the Magic universe.
I that's fair, right? Like we have to give them some credit for making Magic card.
And if there is a plane to do that, what's it called? The new set? Avishkar, it makes sense.
Yeah. Amonkhet, not gonna lie, doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make much sense other than just they're tired and they're bored and they want to do something. They're tired of being zombies.
You know what I don't think of when I think of giant like race cars with guns and magic and shit? Ancient Egypt.
Why not? They're the ones that invented it. Yeah, they invented that stuff.
They invented like everything.
Yeah, exactly. They invented giant, tall, triangular buildings.
True. Where would we be without that?
Do you know why I named my first dog Egypt?
There's a joke here, but I don't know the answer.
He left a pyramid in every room.
Left a pyramid in every room.
It's poop.
No, I get that. But is it pyramid shaped? Why is it coming out angular?
Because it's like the little, you know how like the poop emoji has like that little like it's got a pyramid shape to it.
Is this a real joke or did you just come up with this?
It's a real joke.
I don't like it.
All right, fine. All right, Aether Drift.
Oh, hey, Kipper, what's up?
Hey, Kipper.
Brazel loved your joke, by the way.
Yeah, Jason, thank you, Brazel. Jason, you got your shout out.
Oh, Jason, thank you. I only know people from Discord names. I don't know like actual names.
Well, maybe Jacob. Oh my God, Jacob.
Oh, dude, come on.
Dude.
I really like sowed the seeds of like this not being my fault by saying I only.
Oh my God. Jacob. I'm an idiot.
Oh my God.
Okay, hey, this is why we need Zane Jacob, thank you for being a patron.
We were waiting for you to show up, buddy.
We were hoping you would show up, and then we just rolled with it.
I don't know who that Jason guy is. That guy sucks, but Jacob is pretty cool.
Jacob is pretty dope. You know, it's really sad too because I know you by Kip. I don't.
Oh yeah, same. I know Kip.
I know Kip. So thank you, Kip, for being a patron. Look, you're here for it.
Jacob, if it makes you feel any better, Brazel's been here for a while, and I had no idea who he was until someone told me.
That was me.
Chris. Yeah.
God, he's gonna unfollow us now.
Yeah, probably. And we lost a patron that day.
He's not responding because he's already out canceling.
See, this is the magic of live recording now. We can't go back and edit.
I can't.
Be like, big shout out to Jacob.
Tim, we flew too close to the sun.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start calling you Tib.
Y'all stole my boyfriend, Jacob's girlfriend. Sorry. I can promise to stay away from your man, but I can't promise your man will stay away from me.
I mean, he's right.
Yeah.
He's right. I could be hanging out with my beautiful wife right now, but instead I'm talking Magic the Gathering with him.
Getting people's names wrong.
And getting people's names wrong. Okay. All right, Tim. After Aether Storm. Oh, there's Evie. Look, she finally joins in. Hi, honey.
Hey.
We actually, side note, Evie and I, we watched Wicked.
Oh, was it good?
It was actually really good, man. Like that last song, it gave me chills.
Is the last one Defying Gravity?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it I know it's going to be in 2 parts, and I've seen the musical.
Mm.
So I'm assuming
it ends at that. It ends at that.
Yeah. Ooh. No, she's got a really good voice.
Gave me chills, man. That was a good. It actually Ariana Grande did really well. Everyone, it's a good movie. I did very much enjoy that.
When you were listening to Defying Gravity, did you find yourself holding space for it and finding power in that?
I'm a new person.
Have you seen that interview?
No. Oh, well, no, but I have also recognized when they covered her eyes in the movie, you could see how upset she was.
What do you mean?
Oh, you didn't follow that?
Oh, no.
Oh, so the actress who played Elphaba, they had a poster of her with her and Ariana. And see, I can't get names right. Arianda. And then so somebody fan edited it to make the poster look more like the original book cover, right? Where her eyes are covered and Galinda's a little closer, and the actress was super mad about it. Why? Of this fan edit, because she's like, they deliberately chose to put my eyes looking at you in the poster, and to rob my eyes is to rob me. And everyone's like, yo, chill out. Chill out. We're talking future sets. Yes, we are talking about the sets coming out this year, except, I mean, Wicked 2 is probably coming out sometime soon, right? That's a future thing.
They'll probably do a secret layer with
Wicked secret layer.
Wicked magic.
I mean, it's pretty easy what color Elphaba is going to be.
Green.
No. Disgusting. Red. She's a chaos witch.
No, she's not. She's green. She loves animals. And she is green, Chris. Too bad there's no pink for Glinda.
Red and white. She's Boros.
Yeah. Oh, God. She's just angry.
Angry. All right. Let's get back on topic.
Okay.
After Aether Drift, the next set to come out is April 11th. It is Tarkir Dragonstorm.
See, that one, if
now
I'm
Tim, we're
excited,
thinking. Yeah, Tim's thinking now. Supposedly, this is the conclusion of the Dragonstorm arc. It is part of the Omen Path arc. It started with Bloomburrow and is ending with the Dragonstorms. So the main storyline has been going around, obviously since Bloomburrow. It's going to end with Dragonstorm to eventually lead into a new plot or something like that, right? Tim, what can you tell me about Tarkir?
Dragons. That's about it.
Sick.
there's dragons, and then there's people who really like dragons that are like on that plane with them, and they're like, these dragons are pretty dope. Might pray to them a little bit. Might be a shaman. You know.
What can you tell me about the plane of Tarkir? So,
Oh, Chris. It'd be easier to tell you the things I don't know about the plane of Tarkir.
Tarkir is a wedge set, a wedge plane. What does that mean?
Stuck up in the butt crack of 2 other planes.
Okay, no. It's a 3-color plane.
Okay. How was I supposed to get that from Wedge?
Because look at the back of a Magic card. Wedge refers to the organization of the symbols, like the color pairings, right?
Sure.
So wedge is, they make essentially a wedge on the card, right? So in our case, Abzan is one of the wedge colors. White,
it's 2 next
black,
to each other,
green,
and 1 on the top.
because it's 2 and 1 across.
Gotcha.
Yes. So it's making a literal wedge shape. Tim learning today.
Look,
Ryan learning today.
I could also, I don't know that Ryan was trying to get us back on track. I think he was just genuinely curious about what the topic was. And Evie was thanking him for getting us back on track, and he's like sitting there like, yeah, I did it.
Look at me.
It's like picture
That's
Michael
our mod.
Scott.
That's our mod, boys and girls. What set are you excited for, Chris? Evie's out here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank God. I do find it like pretty funny that obviously I know Evie is being supportive, right? And we love her for that. But it is funny that we started this podcast so we didn't have to bother her and Nikki with our Magic talk, and now they're just listening to it anyway.
Oh, is Nikki listening too?
Actually, no, I don't think she is.
I asked Evie very nicely, Evie, please.
Please.
Please. We need
Make
them
it so we
numbers.
have one viewer.
We need a viewer. Speaking of, where's Kelwin showing up?
Dude, I hope Cohen's in every plane. If you ask
Every
me,
plane.
I think it'd be pretty cool if he was in every plane.
You think Kelwin's going to be an 8th or Dwift?
Oh, he's gonna be Dwifting, all right. He's widowy a Dwifter.
He's Whittlewy a Dwifter. He'll be in Tarkir Dragonstorm.
Man, look at all these dragons.
Look at all these
We hit the
dragons.
Woody.
God. We're going to ruin this game.
I don't think they need us for that.
He's going to be driving the carriage with artifact horses? Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, basically, storyline from what I can read here, this set marks the conclusion of the Dragonstorm arc. Dragons are pouring out through dragon storms all over the plane. As the dragons take flight across the skies of Tarkir, each flap of their wings rips through the omen paths. One of the 5 resurgent clans of Tarkir strike back against this threat to the multiverse.
Ew.
That's as much as we know.
That's it.
That's it. So
I will shit my pants if they reprint, or not reprint, but make another Dragon, and it's actually good.
they're not going to make Dragon. Why would they make Dragon? He's not on Tarkir. Maybe he's on Tarkir.
He actually.
I thought he's in the Blind Eternities or whatever it is.
Oh, is he? I don't, lore wise, I don't know, right? But it just seems like if they were gonna reprint him, or not reprint him, make a new card for him, it'd be in Tarkir. They'll reprint the Primevals. That's probably true too. How do you hate Brazil? How do you
Kick
hate
him.
Dragon? Yeah, ban him. Can I ban him for 30 seconds? How do I do this?
Don't ban Brazel for 30 seconds.
I'm gonna time Brazil out.
So yeah, they'll reprint the Primeval. I mean, they'll get new. The Primevals will get new cards. The Dragon, according to an AI overview, in Magic the Gathering lore, the Dragon lives in a place that is both and neither, a place and no place.
Oh.
It is described as a huge, dark, and terrifying shadow, and is blind. Dragons aren't jank enough for him. I mean, they're dragons are. How do I describe dragon decks? I don't have a dragon deck. Tim has a dragon deck.
Big meaty claws.
It's for dinosaur players who don't want to admit they're 4 years old.
Yeah, we're 5 years old.
When you put wings on something, it's cool.
Yeah, they're flying. so it's better.
If you have a dragon deck, I immediately know you're a Brandon Sanderson fan.
Look, okay.
I
I need you to chill the fuck out, okay?
Am I wrong?
I wasn't a Brandon Sanderson fan before I liked dragons, right?
Sure?
I was a dragon fan before I was a Sanderson fan. I don't even think there's like any. Actually, that's not true. I think he does have some books where there's dragons in them, but most of his books, like Mistborn and the Way
Does
of
it matter?
Kings, they don't
Because
have
that
dragons.
connection is there. It's established.
All right. Well, I think if you like Bloomborough as a set, you're a furry. I don't know.
But you know I'm not a furry.
I don't know that I do know that.
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
I do have a large beard.
You do have a large beard.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, dragons. We're going really slow.
Sure.
Tarkir Dragonstorm. You're gonna eat that one up, Tim. I'm gonna be fine about it. It's gonna be more wedge. It's gonna be a ton of dragons, maybe some enchantments. It's definitely not artifact themed. I bet we're gonna get a lot of kindred support in that set.
Absolutely.
Can't wait. Because obviously they have literal tribes of Tarkir.
Yep.
So guaranteed kindred support. All right. After that, we are moving on. June 13th. It is the first standard legal Universe Beyond set.
Is it
and
SpongeBob?
It is Final Fantasy.
Cool.
So from what I was reading about this, it's going to be basically the first game. This is considered a tentpole release.
Do not
basically it's comparable with Lord of the Rings. So I have a feeling it's going to be a premiere set, right? This is the set that they're going to want to push and sell a lot of. So Lord of the Rings, according to Wizards, was the best-selling set they had ever made.
I believe that with 100%. Yeah.
I guarantee the Dark Overlords at Hasbro saw the cha-ching and was like, hell yeah, Universe Beyond everything, brother.
Absolutely. The problem is they started probably with like the Nerdvana, right? They started with the holy grail of nerd IP. And now they have to going from Lord of the Rings to Final Fantasy. I obviously know there's tons of people that love Final Fantasy. It's a huge IP, but like Lord of the Rings is like universal to nerds, right?
Sure. Well, so is Final Fantasy, I feel.
I don't agree.
You didn't play it, but I know for a fact that there are people that never read or have seen Lord of the Rings, mainly your wife.
She hasn't played Final Fantasy, so she doesn't count. she doesn't fit your statistic, bro.
But still.
You're not wrong, but what I'm saying is I would be willing to put money down on that number, like the number of the people who have played Final Fantasy and not read Lord of the Rings is way smaller than the people who have read Lord of the Rings and didn't play Final Fantasy.
Sure. The thing about Final Fantasy is there's like 200 of them.
That is
true. What I mean?
Yeah.
And so it has been around since like 97, I think, is when the first one came out or something like that, maybe even older. And it has been so ingrained, I feel, in video gamer culture now, that it has to, this makes sense to be a set that they pick. Evie says she read Lord of the Rings and didn't play Magic, so she is cooler than me. Thank you, my beautiful wife. Thanks, Evie. Oh, how are we going to insert plugs?
Do we just have her walk downstairs and say them?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll have her join the stream for like 2 seconds, then an hour.
We might have to go back to doing our own plugs, Chris.
Ugh.
Gross.
Ugh.
I'm not wearing
Oh,
pants,
Evie,
so no.
Evie, you can't tell the internet that.
And now I just told all of our listeners
Yeah,
too.
neither am I.
Yeah, I'm not standing up. Cheeked up on a Monday.
So what do you expect from the set?
I genuinely don't. Okay, here's what I know about Final Fantasy: giant swords, right? So I feel like they might
Okay.
reprint. Like they're probably going to do the Buster Sword, right? Which is what I think what Cloud Sword is called.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You'll get legendaries of all the main characters.
Sure. Yeah.
You know,
Cloud,
you'll get
Sephiroth,
Cloud,
the other
Sephiroth.
ones. So the thing is, even though I've never played any of them, I at least know Cloud and Sephiroth. There's gonna be a lot of offshoot people that I have no clue who they are. Right.
Sure, and that's part of my problem too. I have a feeling they'll do a Chocobo mount
Oh, okay, I do know
because we have
Chocobos.
mounts. We have mounts now, right, from Thunder Junction. So we'll see a
Sure.
Chocobo.
Yep.
There's going to be a lot of magic. Obviously, they have all the different types of wizards and sorcerers and jobs. I wonder if they're going to do. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised by if they had a commander release with the Final Fantasy set. We would see jobs as one of those like partner commander things. Remember when Baldur's Gate they had the backgrounds?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like that, where instead of backgrounds, it's jobs, because that's what they call the classes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like are jobs like professions a big part of Final Fantasy, but if the job is the class, then that makes sense.
Yeah. So I bet I have a feeling you're gonna see like a lot of the legendary creatures and the commander release
Mm-hmm.
are gonna say like Cloud, blah blah blah. Cloud, pick a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What are we saying here? Also depends on if they dig into the MMOs. Yeah, if they dig into MMOs, it's game over.
Yeah.
Right? This set's gonna have 3,000 cards in it.
Well,
And
yeah.
and it wouldn't be surprised if battles came back as well. I'm surprised battles haven't come back yet. I mean, we're getting the one in Innistrad remastered,
Yeah.
but actually, you know what? It kind of makes sense to have battles in the Final Fantasy at a minimum.
So I just kind of now realized I did lie, Chris. I played Final Fantasy 14 for maybe 20 minutes.
All right.
Yeah,
You did the
so-
intro.
Yeah.
Battles in Aether Drift, is that confirmed? Well, the battle, hold on.
Or are they going to do like the battle for Amonkhet, but the battle is a race course? Oh, no, it's a
Maybe?
guess, he said.
No, it's a guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I don't know how they would do battles in Amonkhet. Because it's not I feel like if a set is going to have battles, it's going to be Tarkir. Because what's better than, battling, because the whole point is a tribe is taking on the dragons, right? Like I feel like you're gonna see a battle in that set over Aether Drift. Aether Drift is a race,
They'll have
I don't-
courses.
yeah. It's visiting multiple. Yeah, but it's a race. It's not a battle. It's a race. I mean, I could potentially see them doing some kind of like saga enchantment style thing where like and the idea is each turn is a lap. So like, you have the saga and the saga's kind of perfectly set up for that where like each turn it's a race kind of thing.
Yeah.
The race
see
is the no. You're stretching there, buddy. I could see battles in Final Fantasy though.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they brought him back for. I feel like they're gonna pick one set where they bring him back a bit, and then we might never see them again.
Sure. If I do end up getting a Final Fantasy deck, I'm doing a full Moogle deck.
A what?
Full Moogle.
Who's Moogle?
Who's Moogle or
Or
what's
what?
Moogle?
Okay, what?
It's a creature type. It's like these small little fluffy bunny looking things.
Oh, okay.
You support Moogles? Yeah, there we go. Heck yeah. All about the Moogles, man. I recently replayed Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced
Oh,
on the Game Boy Advance. I found my old Game Boy SP and I loaded up Final Fantasy
remember.
Tactics Advance. Yep, Kupo. That's right. I'll tell you what, that was a fun trip down memory lane.
yeah. It was fun hearing about it a bunch.
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on Final Fantasy?
I don't hate it because like at least in terms of IP, it sort of fits the narrative of like what I would like what I can suspend disbelief for being in this like realm.
Yeah.
But again, it's one of those that like I don't care for Final Fantasy, so it doesn't resonate with me, you know?
Yeah. I think we're definitely going to have to. We'll have to see what comes up with it. I'm sure there's going to be some really cool legendaries, and I'm sure it's going to sell very well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Their reasoning behind making it standard legal is to simplify the understanding of how legality works in between sets. No, it's to sell packs.
Yeah.
It's to sell packs. Okay. After that, August 1st is the release of. Oh, before we do that, August 1st is the big standard rotation. The Dominaria United, Brothers War, Phyrexia All Be One, March of the Machine, and March of the Machine Aftermath will rotate out.
Wow.
So that is the end of those sets.
That seems soon.
It's standard. It's every 3 years now.
Has that really been 3 years?
I'm pretty sure Dominaria United was 2022, baby. 2022. September 2022 was Dominaria United.
But all the other ones were in 2023.
Some sets get the short leash. It's just the only way to make it fair.
Damn.
Yeah.
All those,
but also, no one cared about March of the Machine and the Aftermath anyway. So, whatever.
Well, yeah, but all for one or whatever, all will be one. That was huge.
Yeah, that came out in February. So, it's been in rotation for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And remember, this is August. So, it's going to be like
That's not even
2.5 years. 2.5 years.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be 2.5, yeah.
Yeah. But on August 1st is the release of Edge of Eternities.
Ooh.
Space opera, baby! This is the space opera set.
Space operas, man.
They say it's very much. This set marks the beginning of the third and final story arc of the Metronome storyline. Which is this one?
I didn't even know that there was the first two.
Oh, the Metronome is a 3-year story arc containing the Omen Path arc, the Dragonstorm arc, and one other story arc.
And
It will run through 12 sets from Wilds of Eldraine through Ziplining. So this is the beginning of the final arc.
Okay.
Of the final arc, yeah.
Yeah.
Which each arc takes about a year or so to get through story-wise.
Yeah.
Introduces the Edge, a region outside of the multiverse, bordering the Blind Eternities. Harness the advanced technology of the Sothorus system as forces vie for cosmic power, and discover what lies at the heart of this turbulent galaxy.
I hope they have, I don't know, what's photon scimitars.
Bring attractions back. Bring attractions back to the Blind Eternities.
So when you say space opera, are you talking about, like, when I think space opera, I think of like 80s synth music, laser shows.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome.
What?
I don't care. Oh my god.
This is the set I'm most excited for, just because it's like Tron in space, and I'm all for it.
Oh my god.
What?
That seems so boring.
It's in universe.
It's what?
It's in universe. This is not a universes beyond set.
Well, technically it is beyond the universe.
No, it's in the galaxy, just not beyond the universe.
You said it takes place outside of the universe, of the multiverse.
A region outside the multiverse.
Yeah.
Bordering the Blind Eternities.
So it's not in universe.
Yeah, shut up.
But it just, I don't know.
Did you ever read Hitchhiker's Guide?
Oh, I like way long ago.
Yeah.
I read it because the movie was coming out.
Fair.
And then
I love those books. and I love. So there was a you ever read the Leviathan Wake series?
Levi, no, that I have not.
Or I think that's the name of them. I forget the name of them. Uh, yeah, I think it's Leviathan Wake. It's like Game of Thrones in space. It's made by the editors of Game of Thrones. I forget the exact series name of it,
J&J?
but like
Or like the book series, that book
the
editors.
book series,
Okay.
yeah. But like I like those kinds of stories. I'm a sucker for hard like sci-fi fantasy.
I do. I like that too, but like I don't know, the opera part of it. I guess that's what I'm having trouble with. Is like, what do you mean by opera?
It's not like they're going to be up there singing. It's going to be a very it's a very top-down design set that's going to be all about like vying for power and people getting increment like small upgrades to their system. I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting set. I do also feel like now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of these sets this year are top-down design.
I mean, that doesn't
Or
surprise
maybe
me.
not. Maybe not Tarkir. Tarkir is probably bottom up, but like Aether Drift is definitely top down. Blind Eternities is definitely top down. We have to. We're gonna have to like post. We're gonna have to post on the Facebook like a poll to ask people what they're most excited for this year. Because like between you and I, and in the Discord and the Twitch chat, there certainly seems to be a lot of variance on what people are excited for, which is interesting. Because Ryan nor Jacob
I
are
was gonna say Zane and Kip.
Zane are siding with you on this one, but I'm excited because I do like space operas.
Okay. Well, if Brazel's still here, we need to hear what he thinks. And then if he agrees with the right side, then you're wrong and you're the only one who's excited for it in the world.
That's fine. Okay. Well, then they're making a set specifically for me, and I'm not upset by that.
He says, "Love me a good opera in space." Though,
Yeah, there
Brazel,
we go.
it's still 3-2.
So I would argue with you that Star Wars is a space opera.
So that's what I wasn't sure about. Is because like Star Wars, maybe our terms, the term opera is what's throwing me, because opera is like music based, right?
Correct. Okay. Space opera has been defined. I found the Wikipedia on space opera has been defined as a television or radio drama or motion picture that is a science fiction adventure story. Some critics distinguish between space opera and planetary romance. Both feature adventures in exotic settings, but space opera emphasizes space travel, whilst planetary romances focus on alien worlds.
What are
So-
these names? Planetary romance?
Yeah, like creatures on a planet. I don't know, dude. Whatever. It's the terminology that they picked, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm having.
Well,
a
like
problem with.
here's some examples of space operas, right? Star Wars,
Okay.
Dune.
Okay.
Dune is a space opera. Ender's Game is a space opera. I'm looking. The Expanse. That's the name of the series. The Expanse. That's a space opera. Flash Gordon is a space opera. Star Trek is a space opera. Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, Stargate, Babylon 5, The Fifth Element,
Okay.
Spaceballs is a space opera. Do you like Mass Effect? Mass Effect is a space opera.
Okay, so somebody just arbitrarily threw the term opera onto the end.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's meant to imply that it's a drama type event in space. It's
Yeah.
not a comedy, it's whatever. It's a drama.
I love sci-fi. I'm not here to say that I don't. I love most of the things you said on there, but I don't know. When I think magic, I think like high fantasy, right? Like not space fantasy.
That's true, but we have never again, this is a multiverse, right? We're in
I
a
get
multi. How do we not know that there isn't this?
I get it, man. I'm the kind of dude that doesn't like my peas and my carrots touching on the plate, right? Like I like peas. Actually, no,
Mm.
I hate peas. They're fucking gross. But I just like I like my things being in the buckets, and I don't see like why we need to have the KFC chicken bowl of IP. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
See, I'm a fan of mix it up. You know, like they've had fantasy for 20 straight years.
sure. It just
Maybe it's time for that.
seems like
Apparently, Morrow has been wanting to do this for years.
I wouldn't be surprised. But like, if you were to pit, you know, like someone with spaceships against literal dinosaurs, who do you think would win? It's the people with spaceships. The dinosaurs don't have arms long enough to reach the spaceships, right? So like,
Oh.
I don't know. It just seems like okay, you're making like these multiverses. Everything's the same, and like, here's this completely technologically advanced. I get that it's possible because it's a multiverse, and literally anything is possible. I don't know. It just seems like it would like break the rules.
How is that any different from Kamigawa or Kaladesh with
Kamigawa
Avishkar?
was like on the edge, right? Because again, you're right. They were getting like very like high technical, right?
They have Gundams.
I don't remember the Gundams if I'm being honest.
There's so many vehicles, and they're all like
A vehicle, sure, but not like the Gundam. I do remember the commander.
they're all battle suits. Yeah, they have tons of battle suits, dude.
That's my point. But before, you couldn't mix Kamigawa and other places. Now it's all fucking connected. Like you can drive a space frigate through something in the Omen path and go to Tarkir and just eviscerate these dragons like right out of the sky with photons.
Why ain't they?
I think that's my point.
But also, this specifically says that it's outside of the multiverse. I don't know if there's going to be an Omen path open up to the Blind Eternities.
It'd be a
you know what I
pretty
mean?
shitty like third arc of what they're trying to do, and it's just not connected at all.
Maybe
They're like, here are these
Or
two
maybe-
connected arcs.
maybe
and
it's-
here's this
yeah.
third connected arc, but it literally never interacts.
Yeah, who knows? But it's a good way to expand the universal lore, I guess. Just wait until somebody accidentally walks into Jund. It's going to be the modern world finding Jurassic World. Yeah, exactly. Right? Like, sure, technology only goes so far, Tim. Eventually, you're going to run out of technology power cubes. You know what I mean?
Not before you've completely nuked the planet of dinosaurs that don't have even planes yet. Airplanes.
Yeah, but eventually you run out of energon crystals.
I don't think so. That's if the
You think every small spaceship is walking around with the matrix of leadership?
if you okay, first off, Omen Path it's literally a connect. Like there's no travel distance for an Omen Path. It's here, you're here, right? Like
Sure.
so your energon crystals. Oh look, this Omen Path is like 2 energon crystals worth, and we have 8 quintillion.
What do you think? You're just gonna, hey, hold on, I gotta go reload my energon crystals. Let me just dip quickly through that Omen path
Yeah,
and come
Chris,
right
if
back.
they're exploring space, yes, I think they can do that.
We have no idea. We have no idea what's gonna be in this set. They say it's very much science fantasy. So sure, there's going to be spaceships, but I would not be surprised if it's definitely less focused on spaceships.
Sure.
I'm excited for it, man. I love a good space opera. I mean, literally, you can see in my background, I'm painting Star Wars miniatures,
Yeah.
right? Like,
You're just
like, this
hoping
is-
that they come out with a magic Shatterpoint.
I wish. I wish. I got a game in over the weekend, actually.
Oh, did you?
It
Did you
is
win?
still only you. Everyone listening, still. I have gotten super into a game called Star Wars Shatterpoint. It's a Star Wars miniatures war skirmish game. I have been trying all of my friends to get to come play with me. Tim is the only fucking person to still beat me. I have a 15-1 record. 15-1. And of course, the Only losses, Tim. And of course, this butthole won't play me again.
I'm retiring undefeated, man.
His butthole just won't play me again. Anyway,
Look, I gotta
Edge of
maintain
Eternities.
that 1-0 record.
Whatever. We're moving on.
Is JP still here? JP,
No.
I beat him.
Oh, God, he's going to hear the VOD. Anyway, all right. Blind Eternities. I'm very excited for it. I'm excited. I know you're not. I think we're going to see some cool stuff in it. Of the sets this year, that's the one that I personally am the most excited for.
Cool.
Okay. Q3 sometime. I don't think we have the official date. Marvel Spider-Man.
Okay.
Standard legal.
Oh my god. Why? Why are they
It's
doing
Universes
this?
Beyond. Standard legal.
I don't.
I don't even know what to expect, man. Like,
Why just Spider-Man? Like, I get that he's like
he's got enough of a villain set, and
I
I'm
guess.
sure there'll be other Marvel characters.
Yeah, I'm sure he's just the beginning. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Again, this is same thing. Like, I don't know. I just
So the good news is it is based on the comics, the original Spider-Man comics, and not the MCU. So we're not going to see Andrew Garfield swing it in.
that's better, but but still not what I want. You know.
I get you. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's whatever. Thanks, Stanley. I know.
Are we old?
You are a little curmudgeon-y. I'm more open.
Bah humbug.
I'm older than you, and I'm more open to this than you are.
Yeah.
Like, you're upset about the in-universe space set.
I'm less upset about that. Like, I'm more okay with that. I'm just saying I'm less interested in that, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
This one, I'm not that excited, man. I'll be honest with you. I guarantee there's going to be some busted cards in here. I guarantee, just like Final Fantasy, this is going to sell like crazy.
Yeah. Well, they got to make it powerful, right? Like,
I mean, there's going to be equipment. They're going to offer
yeah.
Commander's Plate's going to be repurposed as the Spider-Man suit or something like that, or Iron Man suit or something like that. I mean, they already had the secret layer drop that was an absolute disaster for the Marvel characters.
What do you mean? Disaster just because it disappeared in 10 seconds?
Yeah, because the scalpers got it.
Yeah.
Because secret layer has fallen for what it once was, and it's just gross. But I mean,
You say I'm a curmudgeon. We're a curmudgeon.
I'm less curmudgeon-y. I'm only curmudgeon-y because you won't play me in Star Wars Shatterpoint, the Star Wars War Skirmish miniatures game again. Every time I say the full name for the meme, I always say it differently. I can never remember exactly how I say it.
Who's that boxer that retired undefeated, but then now only comes out to play like celebrity charity matches?
Oh, Jake Paul.
No, he only fights retired boxers.
Was it Mayweather? Or
Mayweather, yeah, Floyd
or
Mayweather.
who was the Puerto Rican or Filipino boxer? Oh,
There was a UFC guy as well whose name is also escaping me. Khabib,
Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. He wasn't undefeated. He definitely lost
Because
because he fought Mayweather.
He did.
But yeah,
Total
Pacquiao.
wins. He was 70. He was 62-8.
Okay,
Pacquiao. Yep.
but yeah, I'm pretty sure Floyd Mayweather like retired, and now he does like ones that won't count against his record. But he still, I
Sure.
don't think he's lost either. Like, to be fair.
Sure. Mayweather was ridiculous. Also, he can't read.
That was my favorite meme. 50 Cent being like, I will pay you
$1 million
yeah,
to
$1 million.
read a page of a book.
Harry Potter.
So good. All right. After Spider-Man, I mean, do we really need to predict Spider-Man? Are we going to come up with anything that Spider-Man's going to have? It's going to have armor sets. It's going to have equipment. It's going to have legendary creatures. One of every one of the villains, the what do they call them? What's like the villain league? That you're like villains array. I forget the name of it.
Or wasn't it something like 8, right? Like not the Hateful Eight, but like
It's the Sinister Six.
Sinister Six. That's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like.
But there's like a team, there's like a term for like a hero's like villain group.
evil.
Every villain is Lemons. I get
Exactly.
that. But what's the name of it?
He says Vindicate, but I think he meant Syndicate.
No. Syndicate. It's like the Rogue Gallery
The Rogue Gallery?
or something like that.
Yeah, Brazel, I think you mean Syndicate, not Vindicate. Unless you were saying something else.
It's Rogue's Gallery.
That's Flash's evil group, is the Vindicate? The Rogue Gallery. Oh, okay.
The Rogue Gallery. Yep, that's the terminology for it. So you'll get all of the legendary cards. There's going to be a Mary Jane Watson card.
What do you
I
think
guarantee.
Uncle Ben's card is just going to be sacrifice this permanent and then nothing? Like no text, no
Tap
payoff.
sack this permanent. No. If they put an Uncle Ben card in, that's just mean.
Too soon,
That's just
Tim.
too sim.
Technically,
I really
he died
hope
in like the 60s, so
that's true. He's been dead quite some time.
it's funny again.
Dude, I guarantee there's going to be a card with great power,
Oh yeah,
and there will be a card comes great responsibility.
yeah.
You know, it's going to be very on the nose for sure.
Absolutely. Like I don't know how they can't go on the nose with Spider-Man with most of these, to be honest.
Seeing a Venom card could be pretty cool though.
I mean, sure. But like
Like the inner nerd, the inner comic book nerd in me is going to be excited, but the magic nerd in me is going to be like, what does this mean for the game?
yeah, that part wins out, Chris. That's why I'm a curmudgeon, because that's the bigger voice in my head.
Sure. After that is quarter 4, an unnamed tentpole set, also in Universes Beyond.
Oh my god.
So we don't know what it is yet.
What does tentpole mean? Like,
That's going to be one of the sets they base around.
okay,
That's the one they're planning on selling a lot of.
gotcha.
So Lord of the Rings was a tentpole set. That's like Foundations, I guess technically is a tentpole set because they can base off of that.
Yeah.
So I don't think we know what that set is. 2025.
But it's also Universes Beyond.
Hold on, I'm trying to find a picture. Yep, it's Universes Beyond. That's all we know.
Look, man, let's lean into it. Let's pick some of like the most like famous just things in just the entertainment industry, right?
Okay.
Universes Beyond, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Let's do it.
I'm in. Sold. Universes Beyond, love it or list it.
Yeah. Kim is a planeswalker. All of the rest of her sisters are just creatures, not even legendary. Except for Kylie.
Would you be okay with Game of Thrones?
It still falls into the like, I don't care about it enough for the hype to outweigh the voice in my head that's like, this is just money grab.
But that is straight fantasy though, right?
I that's fair. Like I would be more okay with it, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't a big Game of Thrones fan. I'll be honest.
That's
man.
fair. Okay, what in the world would make you go, I'm in? I don't care. I'm in.
Lord of the Rings 2.
Okay, what else?
Maybe like Elden Ring or Dark Souls.
I could get behind that.
Yeah.
And that fits.
It does, right? Like the IP would kind of fit. The fan base, I think, has a decent amount of crossover. I mean, I have a friggin' tattoo of all the FromSoft stuff, so like that hype would win out. It would still be in the back of my head that like, okay, I'm falling for it, right?
Yeah, but you're gonna have a Malekith deck.
Oh yeah, I'm guns to buy the cards.
Guns to buy a card.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm replaying Elden Ring. I think I told you that.
You did tell me that, yeah.
I am obviously going all reliable with the Bloodhound sword. You know, the
Yeah, you told me
curved
sword
great
and
sword.
board. Yeah,
But I've started to pick up spears.
that's even more boring. You
I've
found a
never done
way.
spears. I never do spears.
But
And so,
but spears are more boring because it's literally just the move. I think the move set is boring. I guess is my point.
sure, and they are,
Yeah.
right? I get that. But I found the one spear that does, it's the Vike's poker, I forget the name of it. It's like
Oh,
Vike's spear that does fire and madness.
yeah. No, that I mean, as far as spears go, that's like one of the best.
Oh, it just shreds, dude. Any
Yeah.
human thing. So the main reason I have the spear is because hallways are a pain when you're
Sure.
swinging a greatsword,
That is fair.
right? And there's a lot of humans you fight.
That's also true. Yeah.
So it cooks.
Oh yeah.
See,
Yeah.
oh,
I'm
yep,
sure.
see a rhyme.
All right.
So yeah, I've been playing it like a fiend, man. I also remember all the fights, so it's kind of easy this playthrough.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll get back into it. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. Universes Beyond. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Star Wars Universes Beyond. The only downside to that is Star Wars just released their new extended universe, like their new card game, Star Wars Unlimited,
Okay.
which I'd like to talk about actually in the future. I have a couple of the starter sets, and it's a good concept for a game. I was able to play one game with Evie.
Mhm.
It's a lot like it's kind of similar to like a mix of
Nothing changes.
Hearthstone and Lorcana.
Lorcana. That's what I think you told me.
Yeah. So it's a lot like those two games kind of like combined into one Star Wars themed game with okay art. I mean, the gameplay is fun. There are some choices you have to make. So we could do it. I think we could do a future episode on that.
Sure. Yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think we're going to see Star Wars. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Star Trek.
Yeah, I could see that. I would not be.
I don't
Excited.
care about Star Trek.
Yeah.
No offense to the Trekkies out there, but
Yeah.
I've never been big into Star Trek. Yeah, so I have no idea what the Universes Beyond is going to be. A named Universes Beyond.
Yeah. It's tough. And the direction they're heading, I don't think it's gonna be. I would think it would be more Star Wars, Star Trek than it would be like Dark Souls, you know?
Maybe, but seeing Dark Souls would be dope.
Yeah. That the hype would win
I
out
would.
for me.
Oh my god, I'd be buying boosters left and right.
Yeah.
All right, so next year, the two big things we know next year, 2026. I know it's crazy to say that already, but we are getting a return to Lorwyn. Oh shoot, I forgot SpongeBob. Yep, we're getting a Secret Lair SpongeBob set sometime this year.
But it's just a secret layer, right? Is it a full set?
It's just a Secret Lair for now.
Yeah. But yeah, at some point they are doing
Yeah,
SpongeBob.
so I can't wait. I'm so excited for the SpongeBob. I'm gonna really try to get that Secret Lair. I know you're gonna hate it, but I
But
can't
also
wait.
you're not
What
gonna get it. I'm sorry. Like
I'm gonna try to.
yeah.
What I hope they do is like take some of the like most messed up cards in like Magic and just put silly SpongeBob art on it.
That's what I was saying. Like if they do a meat hook massacre, but it's like Patrick sitting on the fish hook that one episode, then I think they'd get me, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know, like my leg or something like that. Like I don't
Like defenestration.
Yeah.
And it's like my bones are made of glass.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Teferi's protection is I'm a head out. Oh yeah.
See-
oh, embrace the memes.
Well, that's what I would want, but they can't embrace the memes, right? Like they're just gonna go straight SpongeBob.
I mean, it's only a secret layer, right? So they can't go that crazy.
Well, but they're getting it directly from like Nickelodeon, so I'm sure Nickelodeon's gonna have in there like you need to represent SpongeBob in a way that we want, right?
If anyone represents SpongeBob poorly, it's Nickelodeon.
What do you mean?
They have some of the most messed up, like for a kid's show. Do you remember the one scene from SpongeBob where Squidward like jams his toenail?
Maybe.
They like every time SpongeBob thinks they got you, like the next episode, there's always like this like hideously gross close up of somebody's like pus-filled scar, and you're just like,
Oh.
what is this doing here? Why?
Sure, but like not I don't know. I feel like if anything, Cartoon Network is usually the one that's like more suggestive and like,
Cartoon Network's falling apart, dude.
or you just saying that just because they closed the Cartoon Network online?
No, they've done so much. They've taken like tons of their shows off of HBO Max.
Oh, have they
Like
really?
yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't
The
know
current
that.
like, well, so Cartoon Network's owned by Max now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And the owner of Max hates animation.
Really?
Oh yeah. Has
Wow.
been very adamant about how much they hate animation.
Huh.
And so like all the good shows you used to be able to watch on Max, right? Like Billy and Mandy,
Hmm.
Steven Universe, Skipjack, like or Flapjack, all those are gone now.
Oh,
Just gone.
I loved Flapjack.
Yeah. I loved Steven Universe.
Yeah.
And they're just gone. Because the guy was like, whatever.
What an idiot. Didn't they had a Harley Quinn show that was doing really well and that was animated. Did he get rid of that?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow. What a dumbass.
I don't get it. So some people just have sticks up their butt.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So okay, so SpongeBob, I'm excited for it. I have no idea what it's going to be. I hope they embrace the memes.
They probably will. I don't know, man. I feel like the memes are probably too
We'll see.
not IP. You know what I mean?
I mean, they could also very much have like they did with the Marvel. They could have multiple SpongeBob secret layers. You know, maybe they make a commander for SpongeBob. Maybe they make a commander for Patrick, and each of them have cards related to them
they
as
could,
reskins. I'd be all about that. You know, how much fun would it be to have Patrick Star as your commander?
Patrick's like my least favorite SpongeBob character.
Who's your favorite? Squidward?
No, not Squidward. Probably Plankton. I find him the funniest.
You're such a curmudgeon.
Or Mermaid Man.
Evil, 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 evil.
Evil. Probably Mermaid Man.
But that'd be fun. Like a Mermaid Man, Barnacle Boy partner commander.
Oh, that.
Tim's signing up. I see you. I see those gears turning. You're hoping.
But
You're
that's
like,
the thing is like,
"No."
if they don't do exactly what I want, it's gonna suck.
Sure. Well, that's anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, next year we're getting next year we're returning to Lorwyn and we're returning to Arcavios. Do you remember that plane?
No.
Strixhaven.
Oh, okay, Strixhaven. I just assume Strixhaven is also the plane.
No, it's Arcavios.
Gotcha.
So obviously we know nothing about those sets yet, other than they're happening.
We're going.
So going to Lorwyn is going to be fun. It's been a hot minute since we've been to
Is that all
Lorwyn.
the elves?
Yeah, that's like the non-human fantasy creature plane. So elves, Kithkin, stuff like that.
Things that would get
Fairies.
obliterated by a space frigate.
That's right. That's the hope. You say that, dude. Like the freaking Weatherlight is basically a space frigate.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, not that
It's a
big.
boat?
It's not that big. It's not the size of like a city in space.
There's not going to be Redemptor class dreadnoughts flying around.
Do you know that?
No, but I'm guessing. What is this, 40K? Do you think a portal's going to open to Terra?
Maybe.
Please, God, please let that happen.
I'm surprised they haven't done like more 40K stuff. Like they did the Universes Beyond and then like that was it.
Well, same thing with Fallout. You know, it's a very protected IP.
That's fair.
So they're going to have to work with Games Workshop to get more. But I'm sure the Warhammer sold well and the cards are valuable. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't do more.
That's fair.
You know? All right. How we feeling, Tim?
We
I'm
ready to
talked
wrap it
out.
up?
Yeah, you're right. It's been an hour and a half. But the good news is if we're only doing an episode every other week, then longer episodes are okay.
Yeah.
And we're not spending 3 hours, 4 hours editing them anymore.
Yeah.
Post the dirty. Don't clean this up.
Nah, man.
Don't clean this up.
You gonna give the also what I'm envisioning is that I just end the recording, but we don't like go anywhere.
Yeah, we just go to go play games.
Yeah.
So Anything else in the chat? Evie, you still here? You want to come do the plugs? I doubt she's still here. It's well past. It's definitely your bedtime.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we gonna do the plugs, or do you want to do them?
Okay, so here's a good question. End of a new season, new us. Do we still do anti-sponsor?
I don't know, man. I do like anti-sponsors. Like, I feel like
I'm running out of things before I start getting political.
That's fair, right? Like, I'm with you on that. But I do like them. I don't know. It seems like one of the unique things that we do, or at least I think it's unique. I've never like seen other people doing it, but like
it's negative though. Like, all right, how about this? What if we did just like a snapshot of what we're doing in our life?
Could be sponsors.
Could be sponsors.
If only, Brazel.
Gucci Mane, Dolce Gabbana. We could definitely get all those sponsors.
Do an anti-sponsor if you have something grinding your gears. Well,
that's what the anti-sponsor is.
It's just what pissed us off today.
Yeah, basically. What if we just did like a 5-minute what's going on in your life, Tim?
But then everyone would know that my life is boring and that I don't have anything going on in it.
Yes.
Okay, so actually a little bit of like not even remotely important news, but day in the life of Tim. I got a Steam Deck.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's pretty nice. I am surprised at how well it runs certain things, right? Like games that I would expect them to not run well, run pretty well. There are also games that I would not expect it to run well, and I was right. Like I'm gonna get us to play PoE 2 on stream when it comes out. At least when it comes out for free. You got to give me one. It's good. It's so good.
I believe you.
People calling me Jason Kofkov.
Yikes. Listen, Jacob. It was all Tim. He forgot the name. He just picked the name Jason.
That is Tim. Revisionist 100%, history.
100% Tim. Revisionist history, Tim. Yeah. What are you talking about? True facts.
But so I tried playing PoE 2 on the Steam Deck, and it runs fine. But it is what I like more about it is it can stream from your computer essentially, and that's way better for games like that.
Message me up. I know, Kip. I know. Okay. It was like my first day back to work in like 2.5 weeks. I have poo-poo brain.
True.
I should have just called you Kip. I don't even know why I said Jacob. I don't know why I said your name. I should have just said Kip.
I'm not going to know that name, right? Like, unless it's their Discord name, I'm not going to know it.
Tim barely remembers my name.
I actively try to forget it.
It's honestly like I have to go remind him that we do this every week.
It's like, hey, do you remember the podcast? I'm like, what? Joe Rogan?
Oh. We are now Critical Role.
Oh.
No.
I mean, we're about to be when we play Baldur's Gate.
Oh. Is that what we're going to do tonight? Get the characters made?
I think that needs to be I guess we could do character creation. Is that good content? Are people going to want to watch that?
Character creation? I think we just make it the full episode. We start and just meme it up. What do you want to do tonight then? Okay, we could talk about this after the recording's done.
Yeah, let's say the sponsors, Chris.
Okay, well, obviously, thank you all for tuning in to watch our first inaugural live stream. Hopefully, you guys had a good time.
And a big thank you to Jacob, our new patron.
Yes,
Jacob.
Thank you. Jacob. Jacob. If you are interested in getting your name incorrectly shouted out, be sure to check our Patreon. There's a lot of other good perks there: stickers, merch discounts. When we start streaming games, the patrons are going to get first dibs to join if we do play multiplayer games. So definitely lots of perks there. If you want to, obviously, for those who are listening to the VOD or the pod, come check us out on stream. We are streaming Mondays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find us on twitch.tv/EDHButCasual. All one, no underscores, no spaces, just EDH But Casual.
Mm-hmm.
For any other links you may want to find, you can actually go to our website, casualcommanderpodcast.com.
Yeah.
You can find stuff there. You can find links to the pod. You can find merch. You can find the Facebook. You can find links to the Discord. We have a very active Discord community. So anyone listening, come check it out.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Please buy a shirt. I spent so much time designing them.
Yeah. About that.
About that. Cool.
You did great, Chris.
Thanks, Tim.
Evie would be proud
She would be. If she loved me.
if she were awake.
She's still listening.
Oh my gosh, she is. Wow.
She does, and she does. She does, and she is. Hi, honey. Cool. All right. Well, I think we'll end the podcast here. Thank you guys all for listening. And we will see you guys again in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Until next time, I'm Chris.
And I'm Tim.
And this is Casual Commander.
And we love you.